We have 2022 past paper for the grade 10s again, okay? Question 1, right? So for question 1, they said, using an appropriate formula, calculate the elasticity of demand depicted from this. We have price of 4, then increase to 5. Then at price of 4, the quantity is 8. This is P1, Q1, then 5. The price increases to 5. That's P2, then we have Q2. You get that? So PED is Q2 minus Q1 over Q1 divided by P2 minus P1 over P1. So we have PED is equals to P1 is 4, right? Q2
Q2 is
4. 4 minus Q1, 8 over Q1 divided by P2. 4 minus P1. No, P2 is 5, sorry. P2 is 5, yeah.
Okay.
P2 is 5. 5 minus P1, 4 over 4. P2 minus P1 over P1, right? Over 4. Is it, please? Yeah.
P2.
Yeah, look at it. 4 minus 8. Yeah, this is it. 5 minus 4 over 4.
Okay.
So, okay, let me quickly save this before we go further. Rename. Economics. 2021.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we go back to where we have.
So it's minus 4.
Yeah, we
over
have
8
minus equals to minus 4 over 8
divided by
times 4 over
1.
1. So that's minus 2. That's minus 2. Yeah, it's minus 2. Do you get it or not? Minus 4 divided by 8 is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 4 is minus 2.
Okay.
So that's elastic. Elastic too.
Equal to minus 2.
They said, with reference to the graph above, explain the law of demand. The law of demand states that the law of demand states that the higher the price, the higher the price, the lower the quantity, the quantity demanded, and vice versa, vice versa. V-I-S-E, vice versa, yeah.
The lower.
The quantity demanded and vice versa.
Vice versa is the opposite, right?
Yes.
Vice
versa.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah. So now question 6.
Okay. Question 6.
Yeah. Graphs.
Okay. They said firms in the perfect competition are said to be price takers. On the diagram below, label and illustrate what happens to the market equilibrium as more firms enter the market. What happens to the individual firm's price as more firms enter the market? As more firms enter the market, the supply curve will shift rightward. That's the first thing. So let's make it equilibrium. This is at equilibrium. PE, QE, demand, demand, supply. As more firms enter the market, the supply curve will shift rightward from S to S1. So we're going to have a new equilibrium price at P1, and this will be at Q1. Did you get that?
Okay. Don't forget now.
Okay. Now, the firm will face a leftward shift in its demand curve. So going to be a leftward shift in demand curve. So from D to
V1.
V1. Excuse me, I need to pause this video.
Okay.
Pause. It said explanation for the market. As soon as more firms come into the market, the demand, the supply curve will shift right, or the supply curve shifts outward due to more output. Okay? For the firm faces more competitors, which reduces the demand for its product, reduces the demand for its products.
So the firm faces more competitors.
Yeah, which reduces the demand for its product.
Mhm.
Is it clear?
You can move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have these there. It says firms can survive in the short run even if they are making a loss. Explain this statement. Firms may continue production in the short run, even if they make a loss, in as much they cover for their AVC,
Covers the cost.
average variable cost. Together,
Even
if they cover up for their average variable cost.
if they make loss, huh?
Yeah, firms may continue production in the short run, even if they make a loss, in as much they cover for their average variable cost.
They
Is it
cover
clear?
for their
Average,
AVC.
yeah, AVC, average variable cost.
Okay.
Shall we?
Mhm.
In the long run, the most efficient firms will survive. Explain this statement. In the long run, firms make supernormal profit, make normal profit, which means they must produce at the minimum of their AC. If not, they may exit the market. They may exit the market.
Of their AC.
Yeah, if not, they may exit the market.
Okay.
Shall we move on? What other question, please check? Question
No.
9, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Identify one private cost and one private benefit for consumer of installing solar panel. The private cost, it is the amount spent on the installation, on the installation. Installation. That is the private cost. The private cost, yes. The amount spent
Okay.
on the installation. Then the private benefits. It is the reduction. It is the reduction in the spending on electricity, electricity. It is the reduction in the spending on electricity.
Okay.
Installing solar panels also creates social benefits. Discuss these statements. Social benefit first.
Social benefit is the social.
Yeah, social
With the
benefit
Mhm.
equals to private benefit plus external benefit. External benefit. So the installation of solar panel reduces the use of electricity.
The installation of
Solar panel reduces the use of electricity, which reduces externality, which reduces externalities.
use of electricity.
Yeah, which reduces externalities, negative. Externalities.
Yeah.
Shall we? Question 10.
Yeah.
It said, Coke-based firm Pepsico have 23 brands in total. Doritos and Tropicana are two of their most products. Calculate the opportunity cost of moving the product from point D to point H. This is point D to point H. This is point H. Now, the difference between point D and point H is point D to point H is 90, 50,
50 and 90.
90 minus 50, that's 40. 40 more of Doritos will be produced. Then 62 minus 0 is 62. 62 less of Tropicana. You get that?
Mhm.
40 more of Doritos, 62 less of Tropicana.
Okay.
62. Explanation. As more Doritos are produced, non-Tropicana could be produced. No. No.
Mhm.
Producing 90 kg of Doritos means 0 kg of Tropicana. Is it clear?
Means 0 kg of okay.
Now, the next question says, the point X 2020 is another production possibility for Pepsico. Would you recommend to produce at that point? This is point X.
Yeah.
XS is inward PPF. Inside the PPF.
Okay.
So you cannot produce that. Inside the PPF is unemployed resources. It's
It needs to
inefficient.
be in the
On the boundary.
yeah.
That has to be on the boundary.
Yeah.
So producing, no. As producing inside the PPF, producing inside the PPF implies inefficiency, implies unemployed resources, unemployed resources. Okay,
Implies.
unemployed resources.
Yeah.
Shall we move on? Open please.
Question 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, 11A Roman figure 2, right? Yeah, Roman figure 2. 11A Roman figure 2.
Yes.
Outline two possible interventions the Irish government could pursue to support balanced regional development in areas. So balanced regional development means what you are doing to the cities, you have to do it to the rural areas too. So one is tax break. Tax breaks. For firms willing, that's A, for firms willing to set up in remote areas, You get that?
Yeah.
2, subsidies. B, subsidies on land, which makes it cheaper for firms to buy,
Mhm. Yes.
Shall I move on? Shall we?
Yeah. B.
Roman figure 1.
Yeah.
Explain with the use of a fully labeled diagram how the equivalent price of land is determined. Land is fixed in nature. It's fixed in supply. Land is fixed in supply. So first you have to draw the supply curve of land. They are at any price level, that's our P, E, and QE. Then the demand.
Yeah.
Explanation. The demand, supply, land is fixed in supply, and the demand curve facing land is downward slope. You get that? Let's cancel it. Let's not do it again. Yeah, it's okay. That's not so.
Downward slope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for this question, they said explain with the use of a label diagram the equilibrium price of land is how the equilibrium price of land is determined. First, land is fixed. Land is fixed in nature. And at any price level, it's going to be the same. It cannot increase or reduce. PE, QE. But the demand curve facing it's downward, D. So that is how land is. So it is fixed in nature. It is fixed in supply. It is fixed in supply, and the demand curve facing it is downward slope. Supply and the demand curve is downward because the higher the price, the lower the price of land, downward, the higher the quantity demanded. I think it's clear. You have another one there. Now, other than that, what are other characteristics of land? Fixed in nature, and multifunctional. Multifunctional factors of production.
This one.
Yeah. This 2020 work.
What
2022, right?
multi-function attack?
Factors of production.
Yeah. You know, study right now.
Yeah, I'm coming. Full video on my YouTube channel. So,
Look what you did. So, business.
yeah, I canceled it.
Month for land.
Mhm. Okay. So the next question says, explain how the concept of derived demand relates to the factor of production land. Land is a derived, land is a derived demand because it is purchased only when there is need for it. There is a need for it. A need for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Go on.
See.
It is estimated that North Runway project at Dublin Airport will support the creation of 31,200 new Irish jobs and 2.2 billion in additional economic activity by 2043. The project is expected to cost 250 million to 500 million. Explain the term opportunity cost. Opportunity cost, opportunity cost is the next best alternative forgone. Is next best alternative forgone. Now they said outline one opportunity cost involved in the above government expenditure. So the opportunity cost here, the opportunity cost is the 250 million to 500 million that cannot be spent on education because government is spending it on airports. You get that?
Mm-hmm. That cannot be spent on education.
Education, yes. Are we together?
Mm-hmm.
So they said the Irish government should provide more financial support to regional airports around Ireland. Discuss the argument for and against this. Argument for, providing more financial help will increase employment opportunity. Okay. It will create employment opportunity regionally. Now the argument is that there's an opportunity cost. It is an opportunity cost.
Opportunity legally.
Region. There's an opportunity cost. As spending on regional airport, as spending on regional airports may reduce the spending on Dublin Airport, Dublin Airport. Did you get that?
The spending of what? Dublin Airport.
On Dublin Airport, yeah.
Okay.
What else there? Which one over again? B. 12B, right?
Mhm.
12B.
Yes.
Okay. Describe monopoly and oligopoly. A market structure where a single firm dominates the market. That is monopoly. Oligopoly, a market structure where few large firms dominate. That's oligopoly.
Dominates
The market.
market. Copy our market structure.
Go to Roman figure 2.
Mhm.
It's explained with the use of the full label diagram, the long run equivalent position of a monopoly firm. A monopoly firm makes supernormal profit in the long run. Makes supernormal profit. It makes supernormal profit. A monopoly is not oligopoly. Supernormal profit in the long run. P1, C1. AC. AR, MR, and MC. MC.
That's P1.
Yeah, this supernormal profit. Q1.
C1.
Mhm.
C1. P1.
Okay. A monopolist will make supernormal profit in the long run
Oh,
as it is the only firm.
that's wrong now. Huh? It needs to be here.
Yeah, it has to be here. It has to be on top of it. It's the only firm producing. Explain two changes in market conditions, which allows the market to move from monopoly to an oligopoly. So we have transition from monopoly to oligopoly. So the transition from monopoly to oligopoly. Number one is from one firm to large firms dominating here, from one firm to few large firms dominating And the second one is from making supernormal profit in the long run, from making supernormal profit in the long run to making normal profit in the long run. So making normal profit in the long run.
In the long run, they are making the knowledge.
In the long run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we move on? Okay, let's see where. Question 14. Question 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
It said the cost of building a house has risen by 30%. Everything has gone up by a strange rate of slow, especially the time costs push inflation. This is an inflation which occurs as a on the AC, please, as a result
Okay.
of increasing cost of production, increasing costs of production. For example, cost of raw materials, cost of raw materials. On the AC, please. Cost of raw materials.
Increasing cost of production.
For example, open bracket, cost of raw materials.
Okay.
Now, here it said, choose by means of a tick which type of cost best describe each of the following. Explain your choice. Bag of cement is a variable cost. It changes as output changes. It changes as output changes. Capital labor is variable. It rises based on time or output. Purchase price of a construction site is fixed. It is a capital expenditure and one-off payment.
And one of them. Okay.
Yeah. So we have B. Shall we?
Yes.
The figure below represents the cost of building an average three-bedroom semi-detached. We are told to calculate A, B, and C. A here is total cost, which is FC plus, this is FC plus VC. Okay? FC plus VC, that's 360,000. 360,000. So A is 360,000. 360,000. And AC is TC divided by Q. TC divided by Q. TC is 400. Q, this is Q. Look at Q, please. This is Q. So TC divided by Q, that's TC, which is 400 divided by Q2, that's 200,000. 200,000. Do you get that?
Mm-hmm.
That's 200,000. Then MC is TC2 minus TC1. TC2 minus TC1. That's 450 minus 400. That's 50,000. You get that?
50,000. Okay.
Now we draw a graph for that. We have FC. We have VC. We have TC.
Yeah.
You get that?
Mhm.
Shall we move on?
Mm.
Question. If the firm earns 55,000 as for an additional unit of output produced, that's if MR, additional unit produced is MR. This means what? Marginal revenue. Here they said if the firm earns 55,000 for an additional unit of output produced, this is marginal revenue. Now, how many houses should it produce? Explain your answer. A firm would make a firm would want to maximize profit, right?
Mhm.
And to maximize profit maximization is MC equals to MR. That is profit maximization. So where MC equals to MR is 55,000. So we have to find marginal revenue. Marginal revenue here is 55,000. So we have to find where the marginal cost is 55,000. So the marginal cost is 55,000 at 4 units.
Mhm.
So where MC equals to MR is at 4 units. So the firm should produce what?
At 4.
At 4. So that's 4. Do you understand? Do you get it?
Mhm.
So MC equals to MR, so it should produce 4. That is maximum, that's maximizing output, maximizing profit. Profit maximization. Profit maximization. Do you get it? Where MC equals to MR. Do you get that?
Mhm.
Are we?
Mhm.
So they said explain. So it's that's
Yeah.
it. Profit maximization. Shall I move on?
Yeah.
I think that was all. Right here. I see. No. Where again? Was that all? Is that all?
I think we'll
No. We have this. This is it.
No.
Yeah, minimum price. This is the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they said grant aid for 395 was provided for Irish farmers to improve and or build a specific range of this. Range of farm building or purchase equipment that may benefit their farm business, e.g. milking machine. Explain the use of a fully labeled diagram. How this grant aid will have impact on the equipment price and quantity. No, this is not it. This one is where? This one is different. This is supply and demand. Grants. It's not this. But it's not coming. No, don't worry. This is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one for this chapter. I didn't do it. It was a mistake. I didn't do it. This one is not.
So the last thing was question 14.
Yeah, question 14. That's the last one. Yeah, yes, that's the last one. Question 15.
Okay, no.
Yeah. And it's about grants. Now let's do that.
This one. No, yeah. Profit maximization. That's the last thing.
For 14. This is question 15.
Question 15 is the last thing.
Yeah.
Ah,
And there's only one question there. Where is it? This one, this is the only question for question 15.
mhm.
With the use of fully labeled diagram, how this grant aid will have impacted on the equilibrium price and quantity of milk. Now with grants, it's a help from government. So it would increase supply. So this is supply, this is demand. With grants, we're going to have QE, PE. Did you get that? With grant, the supply curve will shift rightward from S
Plus one.
to S1. So we're going to have a new price at P1, then quantity at Q1. A rightward shift in the supply curve, rightward here, a falling price. Grant is an incentive to produce more milk. Shifting the supply curve rightward, shifting the supply curve rightward at the low equilibrium price. So that ends 2022 past paper.
Yeah.